following material may contain sex, coarse language, and violence.
So there you all are in the base sometime later, and Valen has fixated your computer drive, and it's turned it into a strange glowing thing that goes whoom.
Ooh.
And then it just sits there inertly.
Steven, this could have been in your base. Has he got a wummy pad now?
No, fuck you, there's no such thing, die in a fire!
What? That's a callback. That's a fucking 10-year plus callback.
I don't know what a wummy pad is, but
There is not such a thing! It's just my button! You piece of shit. You fat little oaf.
Oh yeah, I was contacting Mr. X.
Oh yeah. And that is how Bill became... Oh, hello.
Hello, Mr. X. We've got some good news.
Well, I need it.
We have Valen and Valeria. We managed to rescue them from hunters.
I see.
And,
Well, I'm sure you know what to do with them. Good luck.
wait, what? Okay, sure.
he made
we
them in for the money.
We're basically taking care of them for now and trying to help them as best we can.
I'll try to find a secure enough facility to house them. Have they anything to say about assisting us still?
We're fucked! We're fucked! We're apparently so fucked. They thought Ultra Girl was one of our weakest.
Well, that's disturbing.
In fact, the only reason they thought that we weren't really trying to attack them is because they thought Ultra Girl was so jokingly weak that it had to have been a mistake and not a deliberate act of war.
Huh. That's, that could work in our favor.
Perhaps.
We'll lull them into a false sense, or perhaps very accurate sense of security.
As in, we don't have any. That would be a serious threat to them.
Well, I look forward to speaking to them when you're finished securing them. I will be back in contact when I've arranged a facility.
Okay.
And finished trying.
So it used to be nice conversation.
I had
He used
my
to
tear ducts
not
surgically
click the button
removed
off,
after
but
they
now
got
he
blown out.
pushes it fast because...
Wait, you got them removed after they were blown out?
It didn't take long.
I told my men I would cry when I stopped killing, and I'm not done.
It's fucking brutal.
You and me both. So yeah, I'll return to the others basically.
Well,
And so once the sperm reaches the ovum, it naturally breaches it and engages in severe battle with the ovum's cells. Eventually a child is produced, after the superior genes have conquered the inferior ones. And that is how children are made.
Boys?
That's not entirely technically accurate, but pretty much.
oh,
We
you're
asked.
back!
You were asking about how babies are made?
I honestly don't know how we
What
got
are you,
here.
12?
Perhaps he was wingmanning for the gamer.
Yeah, that's what was happening.
Wait, oh,
Computer.
You're in.
You just put it in, and then the computer will be able to read it.
Yeah, let's see.
It has heavily damaged, sister. So, tape it up.
No, I understand.
so you have that solution too.
Okay, I'll plug it in and see what happens. I'll see what I can do like this, but I might need to do... We'll just see what goes along. I plug it in.
Whatever the thing gets sucked into the isolinear.
That comes up on the screen.
No, this is to explain what you have. Feel free to read it out loud so everyone can hear.
The data module is badly damaged and the data on it is a mess, unreadable and recognizable. Only one fragment can be recovered. It is very puzzling, but it seems to conform to a format similar to video and audio, but there is extra data. After a lot of work, you're able to cut out the extra dimensional data and weed out the salvageable material. You recode it and get the information found here. You got your phones?
Yeah?
Only just.
You may need it.
I have no doubt.
Oh, I see.
I'm sure someone can hold up a phone, though I do feel you are probably going to need a big screen for this at some point. It does. So yeah, like, he works long into the day to fix this. Yeah, and that's with Valen helping him. And with the super speed.
So I should go to
typing.
YouTube and not
And the rest of us
browser.
go just not getting
I
in the
now
way.
realise.
So, what is your role in society?
I am a guardian and a bridge to the spirits. A warrior for the balance. And also a vigilante. You might have felt the influence when I attempted to breach your sanctity.
Yes.
I used the connection to the spirit of the dolphin to gain that ability. I don't naturally have that. I borrow the power of the spirits.
So you claim to be a priest, a soldier,
Sort of,
and
yeah.
also a criminal.
Yes.
Well,
Well, I mean, the white man is the real criminal. You know.
I do not.
Alright, force of habit. Force of habit. This land used to be my people's, and now it is theirs.
Why do you not just share it? If the land is used together by all members of the the society, then it is to the betterment of all.
That would be logical. But for some reason, my people chose instead to leave.
Or the.
Oh no.
Is that the Predator language?
The last bit's getting repeated.
I was doing so well with the previous code break.
Maybe that's a cipher. Sleep faster.
I was quite pleased with how that turned out.
Just turn the sound down. Okay. Yep.
So you get back to us on that, Stephen.
You ain't supposed to solve it tonight.
Yeah, obviously. Is that actually the Predator language? With the symbols, at least?
Yeah.
I turn to the aliens. Do you
That's
just
all that's left.
stand?
We copied gigaquads of data.
It is pretty broken.
The humans damaged The isolinear rod. It's a very delicate crystal lattice. You Tesh are all weak. Build robustly. See what I have to work with.
Yes.
This is not your fault. This is
No,
our
it
people's
is your fault.
Yes.
And the link to Xander results. If you haven't seen it.
What's that?
Oh, play it for him, Stephen. I'll just pause it so it doesn't contaminate
Yeah.
the recording. Yes, so that took him a good chunk of the day with help, and then the video is what you get.
I still don't.
And then they had a little argument about what. That's all that's left.
I can't understand the text.
That sounds like a you problem.
Nice try.
It's very badly corrupted and hard to read.
I'll see what we can do. There's nothing. I've tried everything.
You both did, and he can type at super speeds. Having to wait long periods of time for your computer to catch up.
So I didn't try going into it.
I would not recommend that.
Okay.
We're talking about a completely alien
Architecture, yeah.
And it's
Also,
damaged.
it's damaged, yeah.
Yeah.
It might corrupt.
They could be
data
just
in
like,
use.
I step off this thing, there's a floor there. Oh, wait, no, now there isn't, and now I fall into abyss.
Remember, if you die in the game, you die in real life. Valeria just sits down on the floor. It is lovely that we shall both be punished, perhaps executed, having failed miserably.
So
Well, to be fair, sister, no one asked them to shoot us. Repeatedly, by the way. And I don't have your invincible body. It is not invincible. It is just invincible to them. Which is hardly an achievement.
Wait, what hurt you?
Me?
Yeah.
I shotgun.
So you're actually vulnerable.
Well, I'm not an adult yet.
But neither is your sister.
But she is a military
Oh,
class.
she's military because of the military class. Yeah, okay, and you're a scientist.
My genome has been altered differently. Of course, until I'm fully adult, I will not be able to survive the final transformation.
And you didn't have a backup somewhere of that data?
A what?
A backup.
A second copy.
That was the copy, I'm guessing.
We did not anticipate that we would come to a world and say, we wish to help you survive the coming onslaught to your planet, and then they would damage it.
Yeah.
Intentionally and on purpose.
We had
It is not-
Rock's post.
To be honest, I did consider that, but you convinced me that they were a peace-loving race who wanted peace. I was wrong. They are violent, psychopathic.
No,
Yes,
only
we
some of
are.
us.
Yes, you must remember that they have their actual sin is that they are a fractious society that works against itself. Oh, you're right. That is much worse.
I don't understand why anyone would shoot you when you came here to save us.
The ones who did it yelled, "Alien scum will get off my planet, filthy Mexicans."
Oh no.
Then they shot. Many other humans died. Presumably, at the time we thought they were sacrificing themselves as part of the orchestrated plan. But you don't understand. They did not understand. Father would not become enraged or hurt by our deaths. He would just have us born again. Our captivity, on the other hand...
We don't want to keep you captive. We want to try and get you...
You're not captives here. You're welcome to rest and regain your strength.
Balin just continues to type away and just swivels his head around like on a pivot to talk to you all. It's like,
Mr. X.
remember that time that the Melosians kidnapped Mother, thinking it would dissuade Father? Melosians? I don't know of such a species. Oh, they don't exist anymore.
Don't take
Mr.
him.
X is prepping a facility they can stay at.
Mr. X.
Yeah,
Mr. X is here. On this world.
you know Mr. X.
Of course.
Hold on. It may not be the same Mr. X.
I can feel a misunderstanding.
And by on this world, of course, we mean his ambulatory avatar is on this world. Of course, you could not fit an entire world on a world.
I feel this is a misunderstanding.
Yeah,
think
he's
so
our
too.
mysterious.
If you have an
benefit.
ally in the X Nebula, then you are fairly safe.
No,
No, we gave him that name, so it
we have
can't.
a guy and we call him Mr. X. He is our kind
He
of
is
like
an
benefactor.
information broker and man of means on this world.
He assists us with our duties.
Yes, this one is a priest and a soldier and also a criminal. That does not make any sense at all. It does not. Mystery.
We are a complex, if primitive, race.
I will have to learn all about you. Take me to your lunarium.
Well, that's why I was wondering if you could read our language, because I wanted to bring some books about.
I can learn to read your language. How hard could it be?
I could bring you some books you could read about Earth history.
Picks up newspaper. And now I know how to read your language.
Huh.
That
You
seems
can read
like a
that
useful
fast,
skill.
then bringing you some copies of the Encyclopedia Britannica will be a
Valen
breeze.
laughs. Her reading fast. That is a very humorous joculation. You are clearly the smart one of the group. There's no need to make fun of me, Tesh. I could laugh at you for being bullet soluble. Hey. You're right. You are all very strange people.
Well, we're
We
different
think the
from
same
each
of you.
other, of course.
Yes, I agree.
Thank you.
That one understands. So, I think we still have a good case to preserve your world. If the Council will overrule the General's decision based on your obvious primitivism, then it might be it might be averted.
Yeah, we're not worth it, right? We're too.
So what do we need
I do
to
not
get?
mean to insult
Yep,
you.
no, it's all good. What do we need to get you, and how to get you to the council? So first is, what information do you
The
need?
Council will not listen to adolescents.
So then we have to get you to your father, I'm guessing.
My father will not listen to us. We have already put our case to him. He is dedicated and obedient to his superiors, as is proper.
Yeah.
So who were you supposed to report to who would listen then?
I was to talk to your president, and with this information you could stop the assault, the test.
But the information.
The information is destroyed.
Do you know what the information was?
I did not think I would need to. It is also beyond me. I do not have the mental capacity to understand it either.
Does your brother?
Of course not. He is Tesh.
What about if the two of you were working together?
We do not have the neuronic complexity to understand that information at this point.
Also, if they don't already know it by now, I don't think they can just.
Well, I was
No,
just thinking if they were studying particular subjects of us, they could learn something that would preserve our world. So the library.
That's what I was thinking. We'll get a bunch of encyclopedias from the library.
My concern is though they were very tired, etc. If we could, do you need to rest?
I have
Because-
already rested. You have
Oh.
given me rest.
Oh, just as long as you can make yourself not look like someone who will be shot again. Like when you changed your skin color.
Valen's like, I cannot do that. Valeria can do that. She is military class.
But you're not.
She'll just go like spectrum of colors and then stops on yours.
You're not expecting her to come with us, are you?
If she's going to check the subjects she's interested in,
It might be faster.
especially if she learns as fast as she seems to.
Well,
she
she's going to
might-
have to change her clothing as well to something a little more local.
Well,
Unless you can alter the appearance of your.
I
attire.
stole this from my mother. I need this
Then
on your barbaric world.
wear something over top.
Yeah.
I could go back to my apartment. Maybe some
can
of
do
my
that.
baggier clothes will fit. She's a little
yeah.
bigger than me.
See?
But if I grab some
Layers.
if I grab some cosmetics, maybe we can just recolor her brother.
We could just-
A paint for your face to make you a different shade.
I still don't think it would be a good idea to take
But-
both of them out.
But he is male.
I have some loose berries and sand. I could make something up.
No,
He's like, just like, slightly paler shade of purple. I am very male. I will prove it.
Nope.
That's okay.
Show them your penis.
No, it's fine. We
So
believe
you call it the
you're
same
male.
thing.
See? Behold.
Actually, that's the first opportunity
I
to
have
see
to
an
wonder,
alien
it's like-
penis.
yeah.
Come on.
How weird is it?
Slightly weird.
Slightly weird, but
It
Okay.
I'm
doesn't
not
have
describing an
it-
alien wang.
it doesn't have any other connotations, just appearance, so that he is in disguise.
You can put it away. They are suitably unimpressed. Military men have much better wing-wangs.
Yeah, but they're genetically
It's like
modified to have them.
Man.
No, they are genetically modified to be soldiers because they are that way. Natural proclivity leads into your suitability for adaptation.
Oh my
How
god.
do you evolve?
Oh, that's just...
Slowly over time.
So the guys with the biggest penis become the soldiers.
That is not the only factor. It is all about muscle density and
we choose our
adaptability.
mates.
Well, how does anyone else do it? Of course you choose your mates.
No, but I mean, we just choose. We don't choose them based on what.
When I will explain, as I have already explained to him.
Here we go.
When
You
a
have to
man and a
listen.
woman first meet, there is a psionic interlinking and connection that will assess your genetic structure and determine compatibility. This releases chemicals in your brain to find them very attractive. You therefore know who is a suitable mate before you have even engaged in conversation and find out he's a raging douche nozzle.
So it's not a choice; it's genetic.
Oh no, you can still choose, but you will only find people attractive that you are compatible with.
Huh.
Genetically. Not all members of the Imperium races are like this, only ours.
Well, of course, there's also the other option where I could just make him appear differently.
We're not just pieces of meat.
Ah, of course. How did you do that?
Mutant powers.
You might have to roll with them.
Why did your heart rate increase?
Because we
I'm-
don't...
Why do I hear the lie in your head?
I've been told that I need to describe my powers as
Vader's
mutant.
like, are we lying? I will tell a lie. I am not as smart as I am.
He is very bad at this.
He's an accomplished liar.
I've been told I need to describe my powers as thus.
This is true.
What's with this suspicious look?
Nothing. So there
But-
was mention of a library.
Right, if you guys want to go to the library, I need to try and crack this code.
Wishing you all the best.
Here. Cup of coffee. I know you hate it, but you'll need it.
They need it more than me.
You are too generous. We couldn't possibly. No.
That is the weirdest thing about them, and they're aliens.
What? Where do you store your delicious nutrients?
In my mouth.
Others.
Did you say that in
That's
character?
canon.
So he just looks paper like a glare.
Really?
Zing.
Ours are mainly just for fun.
No, she's making a joke.
So are ours. Well, not mine, but... back on the computer.
He seems nervous.
Yes. He's had a tough time lately. His girlfriend's going through a lot right now.
Well, looks like I activated the bitchy button.
Ah. She has slipped into a transformative state due to an excess buildup of damage accrued while in her natural form. Fixable.
There's just time.
I was offering to fix it.
Sorry?
I'm a battlefield magician. I can fix that simple problem.
So I guess you're coming with now.
I will just need to examine her first.
You have the tools. Like when you say you can do it, you mean you could literally do it with what you have now, right?
I will need to assemble some tools, but that is easy.
What do you need?
Only what I have here. But I will need to examine her first. It's
Yep. No,
in
it's
principle I can do this.
cool. I'll go to the apartment phone. I'll go to the phone and ring
Things I
the
do for
apartment.
cute nails.
So I'll ring her apartment. I know that.
Okay, a gruff gorilla voice answers you and is like, "How did you get this number?"
So do I remember the name? I don't. I will remember the name, but I don't remember off the top of my head who the guy who was looking after her was. Because it'll be the same guy who looks after the apartment, the one we got the keys off when we went to steal the computer.
Oh, okay. You ask after him and they're like, we haven't seen him in a while. Are you a kidnapper? Do you know who he is?
Who the kidnapper is?
You hear some clicking on the line. And then Valeria reaches over and goes, "Rip."
What?
They are sending a signal along your line to trace you. Humans really know nothing about military tactics.
No, I know this. I heard.
Probably doesn't realise that they're so primitive that it still takes like 3 minutes before they can even.
And we can purchase a new phone or phone cord or something while we're in town. If anywhere's open.
I'll fix this later. It's not a problem.
We should go to the book place. On our planet, we call it a gym of books.
Truly a civilized race.
Here we go.
The souls of the dead escaping it.
So, what's each group doing?
You're staying behind.
I'm staying behind.
We are going to.
So she
The
wants
book
to.
gym.
She wants to go to the book gym first,
Gym of books.
but I won't be fully concentrating now.
No, because the possibility of getting your
Having her fixed.
your former girlfriend back
Yeah.
quickly.
So we're both. Is Valen staying behind, or is. I thought so, yeah. That's probably for the best.
Yeah. Otherwise, he'd have to stay close to Bevan for the illusion to work.
We need to get her clothes.
Yeah, well, something to bundle her in because she doesn't want to wear to change out of her armor.
Have these rugs.
Rugs are not usually worn; they are stepped on.
Interesting map.
What?
That is a facility map. Well, part of one.
It is? I just thought they were rugs.
Look, here is an aqueduct.
Huh.
Here is an entrance vector. If you have the rest of these, you have a good map system. Woven, primitive and noble in its way. Such artistry.
Interesting. I'm still torn about whether we should just return those.
Yeah, so what are you dressing her in?
We'll bundle her up, and it's cold out. Let's just get some winter clothes, like jacket, mittens, scarf.
Like your Svetlana gear.
Yeah, but I mean, the amount of businesses open today, it's like we can't really risk taking her into a clothing store, so we go looking for somewhere to buy clothes, like a second-hand or...
You could just get some of the overalls from the plastics advisory boards that you guys have used in the past.
And just put a big coat on her, and
No,
Get a Gladcliff coat. I'm sure Gladcliff's still open.
I think you find almost all the Russian businesses are. They're just like, oh, it is a tad nippy.
yeah. They'll
Racing.
just have guys clearing the snow constantly with big shovels.
Yeah. Manful work.
fine harvest.
There'll be those big shovels, basically like a bulldozer bucket on a fucking...
on a tree.
Yeah.
Nice. Okay, you can do that.
So we will button her up in all of the armor-concealing clothing we can and take her to the library.
Gamer, you can give me an information technology roll to learn something about alien computer infrastructure from what you've been doing.
33.
Pretty good. You guys are fucked.
There's only one way to stop Labor's taxes.
Kill them.